Good morning, Wabash. Speaking today at Pioneer Chapel is Associate Director of Athletics and Campus Wellness, Ayanna Tweedy, with her talk titled, Other Duties as Assigned. Ms. Tweedy currently serves as the Associate Director of Athletics and Campus Wellness at Wabash College and has been in this capacity since April 1st, 2020. She joins the Wabash staff after serving as the Assistant Athletic Director for Compliance and the Student Athlete Services and served as the Interim Deputy Title IX Coordinator at Pomona-Pitzer College in Claremont, California. Before her time at Pomona-Pitzer, Ms. Tweedy worked at Bowie State University as a grad assistant, as the Game Day Management and Special Events Coordinator, and eventually served as an assistant track and field coach for the men's and women's track and field team. Her notable coaching wins was successfully coaching the 2017 Outdoor Women's Discus CIAA Conference Champ with a throw of 45.78 meters. Ms. Tweedy embodies unwavering positive energy and ensures to promote diversity and inclusion in all her work. She received the Rising Star Award sponsored by the Women Leader in College Sports Organization in 2017 and has served as a panelist in the 2016 Legends and Legacies of Change program. Ms. Tweedy serves as a member of the Women Leaders in College Sports, the Minority Opportunities Athletic Association, and is a proud active member of Zeta Phi Beta sorority. Please join me in welcoming our speaker today, Ms. Tweedy.
Good morning. Thank you, Andrew, for that introduction, and thank you to the Sphinx Club for inviting me to speak to you all today. I would be remiss if I didn't start off with, to our faculty, staff, and students, that our first-generation college students and graduates, thank you for being trailblazers for generations to come, and thank you for setting the pace. I am aware that I am not a first-generation student. However, I have been blessed to be in the presence of many mentors who are and who have made me who I am today. So please continue to inspire others with your story and continue to pass the torch. So when I was approached about speaking at Chapel Talk, I asked myself, what on earth am I going to talk about? And what would make a lasting impression? But I wanted to make sure that I am brief, but I am brilliant. The first thing that I asked myself was, what is something that I wanted to know when I was in college? So it dawned on me. You know when you're getting ready to apply for your first adult job, okay? So it's the field that you love, you have a passion for it, you're getting ready for your first interview, you do all the research, and then it's time for the attire, okay? You pull out your baddest outfit you got in your closet, all right? You are suited and booted. You either pull up to the job or you log into the computer, because we're doing both nowadays, and then your interview starts. You have about 20 to 25 minutes to shine. And then they get to the part of the interview where they ask you, well, do you have any questions for us? So you ask them, well, at the bottom of the job description, it says, what other duties assigned? What does that mean? So some of our seasoned adults may say, well, that's whatever your boss tells you to do. Well, it's 2021, and many of us are like, if it's not in black and white, then it's not right. I'm not doing it. For me, when I see other duties as assigned, I see another door of opportunities for my purpose. And look, it's not about working extra hours or mopping the court floor before or after practice or even washing your team's laundry. But it's about how you show up for your teammates without being asked. So let's change the narrative. When you see other duties as assigned, and the next time you're reviewing your job description ready for your interview, I want you to think about these ideas. Number one, leading with intention. Number two, leading with integrity. And number three, being a good teammate. These three ideas arise out of the fog when you are faced with difficult situations, when you are stuck between deciding what is right, what is wrong, or what is fair. And honestly, when you're trying to decide what type of leader are you going to be today. Over the course of a year and a half, I had to sit back and really examine what type of leader was I going to be. Am I going to be a leader to fall into self-pity, become rebellious to change, become self-absorbed of my own issues? Or was I going to rise above my situation, stay true to my core values, and lead my team with intention? Look, this global health and racial pandemic is still and was very hard for this little Black girl. No one knew how hard it was because I continued to smile through it. Starting a new job, leaving Southern California to come to the Midwest in the middle of a pandemic, moving 25,000 miles with a 6-month-old puppy. I don't know if anybody else has tried that, but that is very hard. Sacrificing holidays and vacation time to stay home away from my aunt who has lupus, to not put my health or her health in danger. Fighting back tears because I'm still grieving of the loss of my father. Dealing with a neighbor who doesn't want you living in the same neighborhood as them. And processing my own thoughts and emotions about my Blackness and if I'm enough. Will I be able to adapt to this environment, and will I even be successful? So all I could do is pray. I spent some time in prayer about this season that I was in, and God revealed to me that I was being selfish. I said, what? I've never been called selfish. This time that you're in is not about you, but it's about the people that you serve. God has shown up time and time after again, pulled me out of situations that I had no business being in, and has never given me too much that I could ever bear. So why are you being so selfish? Now, I had to take a moment and like, all right, God, now we have to have a real daddy-daughter talk because I've never been called selfish before. I've always looked out for others' well-being, but then I realized, and you're going to keep hearing me say this again, this time period that we in matters more because his love for me was ever flowing. But I had to realize how I showed up and how I led matters more in this situation than ever before. He has allowed me to survive grief, placed me in isolation when I was in California, and removed people from my life in order to center his purpose and project his own agenda. Now, my other duties as a signer are going to be very different than yours. And as I continue to follow my purpose, I know who's really in charge. So look, I am not here to preach. I'm not here to force my beliefs onto you. My goal is to simply get you to realize how valuable each and every one of you are to this team, how valuable you are to my team. Each of us have duties to uphold. We have fraternity duties. For me, I have sorority duties, sibling duties, team obligations, and each position, regardless of the title, is valuable and is enough. If this means taking that one extra meeting at the end of the day, swabbing one more nose, catching a cross-country runner through the finish line, and if you've ever been assigned to stand in the chute, you know what I'm talking about, or moving loads of trash to the trash bin, I knew that my presence was felt and my position mattered. Not always in the moment you feel like your position matters to the ones you work with, but you cannot always focus on how others will respond to your work. As long as you stayed focused on the mission and the goal of the team, then that's all that should matter. Now, I didn't always receive an extra check, an extra benefit, or a pat on the back for every time I did a job or exceeded beyond the expectation. And that's not what I wanted. Seeing my team healthy, not losing a family member, and being blessed to see another day is always a win in my book. It is up to you to identify what a win is for you along your journey. You see, I didn't let my battles beat me. I fought through them. I know what it feels like when people don't value your worth, or when your colleagues stop acknowledging you when you're in their presence. when people that are supposed to be your allies smear your name in the mud. Please know that you are resilient, you are strong, and then you are bigger than your situation. So am I. I can proudly say that I am breaking barriers, exceeding milestones, and I know I'm my ancestors' wildest dreams. For in the next couple of weeks, I will be the first woman and African American Director of Athletics at Rose-Hulman Institute of Technology. And that didn't come from just doing my job, but other duties as assigned. So ask yourself, what duties did you have to take on that were extra? What responsibilities did you have to add to your daily list outside of your job scope? Now, after you thought about all that, what was your response to the call? Did you ignore the email? Did you ignore the text? When you did it feel, was it hard? Was it really too much extra work? Or did you tell yourself that you made an impact, you made your team better, and you made a difference because you showed up? All great leaders are not identified by how big their wallets are or how much fame they have, but how hard they go for their teammates. From this day forth, I charge you to lead with intention, lead with integrity, and not just be a good teammate, but strive to be an exceptional teammate. You are worth it. Your position matters to this team, and your position matters on my team. In the words of my shero, Brene Brown, integrity is choosing courage over comfort, choosing what is right over what is fun, fast or easy, and choosing to practice our values rather than professing them. So remember, you will always be some little giants in my heart. Thank you.